As of 2012, Hispanics and Latinos make up about 17% of the total U.S. population. This presentation explores food and eating habits among Latin Americans. The main purpose is to explore the effects that American culture has on Latino diets. The acculturation of Latinos when they come to America is fascinating because both cultures are so rich and diverse. Acculturation refers to the change in the cultural behavior and thinking of a person or group of people through contact with another culture. This is an important concept when studying food habits of Hispanic Americans because it directly influences their dietary decisions. In Latin families, mothers are largely responsible for buying and preparing food for the family. The husbands in Latin American families are rarely involved in grocery shopping or meal preparation. Also, traditional Latino women tend to purchase food at regular grocery stores as opposed to larger stores. This differed from the less traditional Latino women who reported regularly shopping at larger stores. The difference between the two is largely correlated to acculturation. The degree to which a family experiences acculturation is a determinant of eating and food preparation habits. Hispanic American homes also contain more Mexican foods as opposed to American foods. Mothers serve these foods because they are more familiar with the preparation methods as opposed to American dishes. Mothers reported that they were hesitant to cook American meals out of fear that the food would be wasted if their families didn't like it. This is interesting because it shows a cultural divide when it comes to cooking practices. Many Latin American children prefer traditional food because it's what they grew up eating. Money also plays a large role in eating habits because low-income families can't afford to waste food. Parents report bringing home foods that are on sale or seasonal. There is substantial evidence that food purchases are influenced by food costs. This indicates the relationship between food cost and food selection in these families. Overall, mothers say that they are much more mindful of their grocery shopping because they can't afford to be wasteful. More traditional Latinos consume more fruit, rice, beans, and less sugar compared to Latinos more acculturated to the American culture, and have many of these types of food available in their homes. This is interesting because it identifies the difference between sugar intakes in American homes versus Latino. Mothers report that they have rules regarding sugar intake. They also say that they try to model good eating habits to their children to reinforce healthy lifestyle habits. This information is important to consider because America is home to a variety of cultures and ethnicities. In regards to Latin American enculturation, cultural differences are important to study because they can help us to better understand the culture. There are much more farmers in Latin America, so the families there are used to preparing foods that are in season as opposed to buying everything from a larger supermarket. I think that this way of living is more natural and sustainable. I think that it's good that the two cultures coexist in America because the two can learn from each other. If nothing else, I hope that this presentation inspires you to seek out or possibly even prepare a traditional Latino dish. I promise your taste buds won't be disappointed.